Welcome to the CSI Arena and the 2018 U.S. Open 10-Ball Championships. We are hosted here in Las Vegas, Nevada at Griff's Bar and Billiards. The event is proudly presented by CueSports International. Our sponsors for the event include the Rio Hotel and Casino, Diamond, Simonis, Cyclop Balls, Acme Cases, and Predator 1080 Pure Chalk. Well, we started with a field of 45. We're down to our final two players. They haven't met yet in this event, but they did meet last year here for the finals of the U.S. Open 8-Ball last year, and they're back again to battle it out in this event. Let's meet our two opponents for this event. First, coming up from the one-loss side of the chart, he's sponsored by Q-Tech, USA Pool League, and Ultimate Team Gear. He is the 5-time U.S. Open 9-Ball champion, and he is the current reigning champion of this event, the U.S. Open 10-Ball. We put our hands together for Mr. Shane Van Boening. And his opponent, hailing out of Canada, he is undefeated so far in the event. He is sponsored by Ariel Carmeli Cues, Le Spot Billiards, and 3-Second Cases. He's a Canadian 8-Ball, 9-Ball, and 10-Ball champion. He is the current reigning 8-Ball U.S. Open champion. We put our hands together for Alex Pagulayan. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one race to 11, alternate break, rack your own. Right now, I'd like to turn it over to my esteemed colleagues in the booth, Freddie Ognier and George Teachea. And gentlemen, have a great match, and you may lag for break.
I guess we're going to keep
The trophy
cup,
honor?
the cup right there. Lag to the cup.
Well, here you have it. Shane and Alex in yet another epic match for the U.S. Open Championship.
These two have been tied to the hip for years. This is the rivalry. Last year, U.S. Open 8-Ball Championship. Alex had dug back after being down for quite a bit. Shane trying to exact a little revenge. U.S. Open 10-Ball 2018. This is Freddie Ognier here with George Teachea. This is the finals.
This is the finals, and Alex is here. He's undefeated so far in this tournament. Shane had experienced defeat to Mitch Elman, but exacted his revenge in the semifinal match. Now we've got these two gentlemen fighting. Last year, Alex was the man to stop Shane from two-peat in the 8-Ball championships and stole a match from him at the very end.
Shane, of course, has probably the best break in 10-ball still. Dead squat, ball in the pocket, look at the one. Advantage Shane Van Boening. You know, he just gets better and better. Because earlier in the tournament, he wasn't breaking nearly as good as I saw him in this last match with Mitch, and that was just a picture-perfect break right there.
No, I watched a couple of his matches, and his break early in the tournament was good, just not as good as we saw it in this last match, in the semifinal match. He seems to just find a way to gather himself and just get tougher and tougher as time goes on in the tournament. By the time he gets to the finals, he's in full form.
Certainly deserves his Fargo rating, #1 in the world from Fargo rate.
At 819, and Alex is at 804. So these guys are evenly matched. The fact that Alex was playing snooker for a while could help him with these small pockets, but you know, Shane is dialed in.
Yeah, I don't put too much in that because the tables, as you know, George, they feel different. A snooker table is a little different height. Everything's so different that by the time you get here, you might as well just throw all that away. Does the 7 ball actually go in the side pocket? I mean, it's off the cushion, but
No, I don't
those side
think he'll
pockets
play
are
it there.
so small.
I don't think he'll play the 7 in the side. But
We'll
you
see
know,
what happens.
We'll see what he does here. It's a soft roll, so I don't see why he might not. But see, he's giving himself an angle to lay the cue ball on the rail, and all he has to do is come up just a little for the 8.
Yep.
But
See what he does. Yeah, definitely going out there. And from this angle, it looks like the 7's on the rail. The other angle looked like it was off, but no way you shoot this on the side. So
my question is, does he? It's not much of an angle. Does he come out or come back? Come out for the 8 in the corner, come back for the 8 in the side.
feels like the side.
There's
to
your
me.
answer. Boy, he gets dialed in, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
He does. He just really gets dialed in. Race to 11 for the U.S. Open 2018 U.S. Open 10-ball championship.
Both of these guys have different cueing actions. We'll see Shane in his hitch, whereas Alex has the 2 or 3 inch drawback and punch forward type of stroke, both very effective. 1-0 coming up.
He was in line the entire time.
The entire time. All started off with the lag. He was in line with the lag.
Well, he just came off a good win over Mitch Elderman, and he played very well.
Very well.
Very well. Now for takes the first game in the race to 11. Alex, alternate break format. 3 foul rules in play. 2 and 3 must be racked on the corners.
Per CSI rules. Now, Alex has a pretty solid break, but nowhere near as hard as Shane amps it up. Alex usually stays right in that 20 range, where Shane will push it up to 24. He hit it pretty good, but nowhere near as hard again.
Right.
And he needs a ball to go in, or else this is
I
going
don't
to be
think
the runaway train may start. Straight in the 1 for Shane.
Well, he was completely in line and controlled the last rack. And he's got a shot here. He's got a full pocket. He doesn't have to worry about that 8 ball. If he hits the 8, it's because he missed it.
Yep. Looking forward, the 3 to the 4 to the 5, going back and forth. Looks to be a little challenge that Shane's going to have to solve if he gets to the 3.
Well, I'm sure he's up for the challenge, because look at this position shot. And
totally dialed in.
He is dialed in. He is Shane.
Yeah. So here you go. You need some kind of angle getting up to the 3 ball. Like there might be right. 2 straight, and he won't be able to get to the 4.
Yeah, he doesn't want to come over. He doesn't, because if he goes forward, he can go forward to get to it, but he's not going to like it.
That's right.
And there's not much of a window to land the cue ball between the 8 and the rail. And then the 6 ball hinders his path to that area. So he's going to have to be a little creative on playing shape from the 3 to the 4, as you mentioned earlier.
So much so that he decides to play a safety on the 3 ball, unless he's banking 2-way, banking to the side. I think he's already called it, going below to the bottom side of the 4 ball. Probably the best way to play that. Banking cross side, getting below the 4, and he's looking pretty good. Doesn't want it to get straight. Gonna have to ask Shane to move his head so I can see.
You gonna stun off of here or follow?
I want him to rear back and fire a draw shot myself, just because I want to wake up. But I think he's gonna have to pop something. He's
Is this going to come off? It's not coming. Yeah, he's going to have to play bank shot number 2.
He is going to have to play bank shot number 2. Well, I guess from this angle, looks like you could just thin it and go back and forth, but let's see what he does. Are you banking this ball?
Yes. No, he might play safe. Well, the 6 ball's down by the side.
Down the side here. He's back
He's
and forth.
cutting it, it looks like.
Back and forth.
Looks like he's cutting this ball with outside English, just a hair of outside English.
He's made it back and forth. He's got to get
Wow,
some
what a
kind
great
of
shot.
angle.
What, did he just step up his gear? Did he
so.
just shift?
I think so.
Wow. We didn't see that from him in the last match or
Yeah,
throughout the tournament.
And he was playing pretty strong last match, and he's amped it
Yep.
up even
Yes,
more. I mean,
even greater.
This is Shane.
Yeah.
Shane being Shane.
He's amped it up considerably for that shot. I mean, he made that shot look like a piece of cake,
Easy,
like a
right?
straight in. Yeah, he did.
As if this table's playing super easy.
Did anybody tell him the pockets are pretty tight?
He's looking really good.
Wow, his speed is just falling into place. It's just like it's. Other than the 5-ball position on all the shots have been like if he had ball in hand.
Uh-oh. Is he actually playing this on this side pocket? I mean, do you really think he was playing all the way below? Was it 8 balls laying that tough?
Yeah.
I guess so.
My question is that which side of the 9? He'd like to have the cue ball where it is now, but that's tight because he's going to have to travel the ball 2 rails to get there. So will he just travel it 1 and get on the opposite side for the 9?
Or up table and just draw the ball to the side rail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Plays in the corner.
Yes. Oh, yeah. That's when I said he was going to draw the ball to the side rail. That's means up the table. Side pocket instead. When you shoot like he does, even if he gets a little out of position, it didn't seem, option 2 and 3 are so easy for him.
Well, your reigning champion looking strong to do it again. 2-0.
Alex is going to need to find a ball in the break on his break because I don't think that Shane is going to stop. Now that he's got it dialed in, that speed of stroke on the break is going to be repeating.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry.
Here we go. His second break, he broke him fairly perfect last time. Let's see if he gets it fairly perfect again.
Well, he just went through that rack fairly perfect. And there's his break. There's the ball.
There's the ball. It's going to have the same exact shot in the 1 ball back and forth. He's probably going to say, I got to stop that cut back and forth like this. This is the 2 past the 3. Looks
Why stop it?
Why stop it? He wants the easy one.
And he wants the
it's
cue
all
ball
easy.
on the top side of your screen. He probably wants the cue ball over there for the deuce. So he's probably going to cut this, go over there, back down to where the 1 is, and back over again.
Well, if the 2 past the 3's got both.
And he's done this very smooth. Could have gone a little further. He'd like to hit that rail and come off just a little. But now he can shoot well. No, I was going to say he can bank the 2 ball. Cut the 2 ball and run into the 3, but that would bank the 3 ball across.
I think he's going to cut to the left then, if
Yeah,
there's room.
I think I'm thinking that's the better shot.
But there's a couple of balls in his way to come back.
He could go forward.
Forward sounds like a great idea. Let's see what he does.
Mm-hmm.
He's going low.
He's going to the left.
Does that mean he's going to go around the 6-8?
I don't think so. I think he comes down to the bottom of the table and plays a 3 in the upper right-hand corner. Or upper corner.
Well, he's come up short, so he's got to come with something. He's already called something.
3-9.
That's awfully tough on these tables.
I think that's what he called. I think he pointed to the side pocket.
And from this angle, it looks like a hanger.
That's nice camera work. It is a hanger.
Nicely done.
Now, he's got to find a home for that 6 ball. It's not.
Well, he's looking right,
Yeah,
staring down there now. Can he carry him that 8 ball in? He's looking at it now.
Shane, the South Dakota kid here is playing the lion, but the way he was eyeing that 6 ball, he's looking like a hungry lion, wasn't he?
Well, now we'll know.
Apparently he likes it, because it doesnn't go to the side, and it doesn't appear to go to the upper corner pocket. Yes, it does. Never mind, it does.
Go to the bottom, upper. And he probably can make it down here also, but for sure upper, but he can't get to it.
He wants to get straight in on this ball so he can just stop it for the 7 on the 6.
Or run right into it.
That's what he's looking at. Wow.
That's entirely too sexy right there. Yeah.
Impressive.
Very impressive. Very impressive.
And you'll come to the rail and float the cue ball down to the in line for the 10 in the corner pocket.
Unless he wants to hit this all the way around. Yeah, I like this much better.
Hmm?
That's just too easy. Gotta see him just. I've already asked for him to rear back and fire a couple, but he hasn't yet.
3-0. He's looking like he's kind of sending the message to Alex saying, try to steal this one from me.
I'm not going to miss on my break.
Yeah.
That's what he's going to try to do here. Is 2 breaking runs off his, and Alex is dry on his. So 3 full table runouts, I think. Yeah, 3 full table runouts by Shane.
He has not given up control. Predator 1080 chalk. Acme cases, Cyclop balls, Griffs, bar and billiards, Diamond products,
Simonis cloth.
Simonis cloth, all sponsors of the U.S. Open 10-ball championships and the 8-ball championships. There goes the 7 in the side.
And you hit them much harder.
Yep.
And no shot and the 1.
Yeah, exactly. 8-ball hinders his path to get behind the 4. The Lion's going to have to get creative here for a good safety.
Exactly.
Probably just bank it down underneath the 10. The rack is sticking up, hanging over the lip. And the cue ball probably behind the 8.
It is behind the 8.
Mm-hmm.
Nicely done.
Going for shorty.
Going to the jump cue for half ball. Oh, is he jumping kick? Is he jumping to kick? Jumping the 6 ball? I guess he is.
To kick the 1.
Called
something in the
pocket.
side. Again, that's all I can figure. He's jumping to kick the 1 ball in the side pocket. That's where he's aiming. He's using left low English on this to kick it to the side pocket. Alex can either bank the 1 or send the 1 ball close to the 10 and bring the cue ball right behind the 5-6, which is the 2 balls by the side pocket. He's called the 1.
Yeah, it feels like he can't go wrong here, but let's see how he executes. Ball is in, and he is on the deuce. A little bit of a tester since he really hasn't had much of an offensive shot. This is his first clear offensive shot.
Mm-hmm. Fortunately, all he has to do is make the ball, and he should have position on the 3. He doesn't have to work real hard with it. So his focus can be just on making the ball.
Rock solid bridge. And missed it by about 2 inches.
Did he? Wow.
Well,
Well,
put it on the frozen on the right rail, so it's going to be a little bit difficult. Let's see if Shane can hold it together just to sweep this 2-ball in. 3 balls in the middle of the table. So similar to Alex, it looks like all he has to do is concentrate on making the ball.
yeah, 45 players started on Wednesday. These are the 2 that are left standing.
Last 2.
Alex defeated Brett Hughes, Max Adams, Oscar Dominguez, Ian Costello, Dennis Orgullo, and I believe Mitch Ellerman for the hot seat.
Right.
Oh,
My goodness. From here, it looked like he made it. Little bump. Alex can make this ball. Can actually see it and make it. Gonna have to get the bridge out, and you have to get the bridge out of the way.
You can also just bank that 2-ball away from there and leave him pretty stuck on that 9-ball. But I believe he'll go for it. Shane Van Boening defeated Chip Compton, Donnie Mills, Mitch Ellerman, lost to Mitch Ellerman. And he's successfully taken care of that.
Tough shot for the 3-ball. I don't know if he's going to fire the 3-ball in the side pocket. A little backwards cut. Surely won't play the combination off angle.
Oh, no.
This doesn't look good.
His choice is to cut it in the side or bank it in the corner or play a safety. I don't even think he'll consider the 3-4 combo.
No. Well, he's going to be rolling the dice if he cuts his ball in the side pocket. The 4-ball is hanging. What does he have for a ferrule? It looks not white.
It's one of those orange ferrules. I used to have a cue light with that. Nice shot.
He did try to shoot in the
Oh,
side
I thought he
pocket,
made it.
and
He
it's
just missed it.
And unfortunately for him,
Corner.
and really there's no unfortunate. If he was going to miss that ball, which he did, that ball was going to be in the open. There's just so much open space there.
And once Shane was sent over to the 1-loss side, he defeated Josh Roberts, Warren Kiamko, Ian Costello, Torsten Holman, Dennis Hatch, and then took his revenge on Mitch Ellerman. And here he is trying to get a 3-peat for the U.S. Open 10-ball championship.
Warren and Shane went hill, and Warren
Yes.
was actually on the last rack. 4 balls to finish it off, and unfortunately missed a ball, and that's it for Warren.
Yeah, he missed the ball late in the rack, too.
Very
6 or
late.
8, wasn't it?
6-ball, I believe
Yeah.
it was. Well, a little funny. Cue ball didn't go anywhere but stay on the rail, so he's cutting away from the 6-ball and getting away from the 8. See how he solves this. Back and forth here, fire it in.
I don't think he's going to go. He's going. If he does, it's going to be a great shot because to go all the way over and back again is tough. I could see him. He's going to take a bank.
The bank.
Yep.
And this is the second time
Yeah.
he's done this where he just kind of, I think that's right, you know.
Yeah.
In years on past, the professionals would pass on the bank, but you see a lot more people banking.
Well, he used great judgment because if you try to go all the way over and back on that, that means you're going to get more angle than you need.
He may not bank this ball either.
Cut it right in.
Cut it right in.
Wow, in the small pocket in the side, and comes up with a great angle to go to the 10-ball off the 9. It's just a running angle. This is perfect. This is beautifully done. He's got 2 ways to get there. He can stun the ball over, which means he's traveling straight to the corner pocket, or he can stun the ball back and play the 10-ball in the upper corner and not the lower corner on your screen.
It's almost like he'd rather have just one choice.
Sometimes the choices can hinder your shot because I want to go this way. No, I want to go this way. Oh, you got some camera. Someone was taking a picture and it hindered Shane's shot.
Yeah, I don't believe it was a flash. I think it was one of those red lights on the camera.
Oh.
He's got to get there. He is going to get there.
Perfect.
Perfecto.
This guy's he's playing position with his hand.
It's now 4-0. The finals are starting to get away from Alex. Really hasn't had much of an offensive opportunity.
No, he missed that one ball on the side. Looked like he was off to the races.
Yeah, if he could get there.
And he missed that ball in the side pocket. Off to the races, but he lost his footing.
Yeah. Well, he had the one offensive shot in that rack that he missed poorly. And then when he got the shot back, he had to use the rake to hit a very dicey shot to get position. Came up just short, so he had to thin a ball and missed it just short. Shane happily obliges by taking it and flipping his card. Race to 11, it's 4-0, Shane Van Boening.
And the break.
Beautiful. Something goes in.
Something.
Another something goes in.
Just about everything went in. He made 4 balls on the break.
And the 5 ball is hanging in the side pocket. See you later.
Now, if you could patent this break and get up there, you might run a few racks.
Just a few. Just a few.
These pros would have a heyday with this type of a rack. And make champions out of a lot of B players, too. He's just going to come straight over to the middle of the table for the 8 ball on the side. Or he might play it in the corner. Yeah.
One of the two. Too many choices.
No, he's going to play it in the corner.
Yeah. That was definitely one of those choices.
Yep.
Does he float forward here? Because he can't stop the ball anymore.
He's going to draw it back a little bit and play the 9 ball in the same pocket.
Yeah,
No, he's going to fall forward. I might as well just be quiet and let him shoot.
Always a little off angle here, but I don't think he's going to go crazy. And we've seen that kind of shot a few times.
For a 5-0 lead.
And quickly, too. You know, on his break, they're just going quickly.
This race to 11 might be done in 40 minutes. If this continues.
If it continues, 5-0. Alex's last break, he made a ball in the break, but really didn't have a shot in the 1 ball. He played safe, good save.
Well, this started at 3 o'clock. It's 27 minutes in, and we got 5 games gone.
Sure, 12 minutes was an introduction.
The one that blew our ears off?
Oh. I kid.
Mm-hmm. Breaking from the middle of the table. I think
this is pretty standard for Alex. One hand with to his right. Made a ball in the break last time, and he did hit them pretty hard for Alex. Flat. Flat ball, but 2 balls are going to go in, at least 1 ball. Now can he see this? This is where it's one of those, George, where things start working against you, because now you really don't like that 1-6 combination.
Oh, no, he's got half a pocket to make the 1 by itself.
Yeah, so he's banking. That's how much he hates that.
He doesn't like that?
Doesn't like it.
He doesn't like having to hold the cue ball for the deuce, I think.
The 8 might make this pocket big or small.
It's not going to help it.
It
did help
big.
it. It made it
big. It could have just been the wrong way there.
I thought he was going to hit too much 8 ball. It didn't look like he was going to hit it on the side.
Alex is struggling because this ball, I believe, is straight in, so he has to draw back from here. If he was loose, there'd be no problem, but yeah, that's where he's got to go, all the way back there.
To the rail and out, huh?
It might be so that he can't even get to the rail.
It looked like it had just a hair of an angle to go towards the rail.
We'll see what he does here. Yeah, you're right. Looks like
It
that.
looks like it on the monitor. That's why I said that to the rail and back. I was just going to draw it straight back.
He's got the draw it straight back.
Straight back.
He had the draw it straight back look. Yeah, that's what he had to do just to get a decent angle. He's smiling because maybe he actually overamped.
Well, if he overamped, he overamped. He pointed like 2 feet back.
Right.
And he drew it like 7 feet back.
Well, no stop shot here. It looks like going forward, it's almost you have to play it off the 7 or else you're going to get trapped. Off the 7, doesn't get trapped. Nice recovery, back in line. This is definitely a different kind of run out.
But now it got pretty basic.
Yep, and the good news is for Alex is that he's hung this magic ball rack off the table again. I mean, he's going to be consistent.
He did it his last up at this table for a stream match. He did the same thing the whole entire time.
And yeah, we're not talking about an inch over either. Sometimes
it hangs over quite a
halfway
bit.
draped.
Yeah.
Didn't he even have it touching the bed of the table at one point? Just kind of.
He is not concerned about the magic
not.
ball rack.
You'd asked earlier, like, if a ball touches the magic ball rack, is it a foul?
Did we find out?
I don't know, but it shouldn't even be a consideration. Is he going to shake his head here?
No head shaking.
No
He's
head
just
shaking.
focused on making every ball that he shoots at. He doesn't care if he doesn't like his position or if he does like his position. He knows he has to make it and continue on to the 10 ball. And that shot was right in line.
On the board, 1 to 5. 5 serving 1.
It's a race. It's a race to 11, so there's time to make this up.
But don't take too much time.
Yeah. Don't let that gap widen. It's going to be harder to jump.
In the stored under Captain Obvious file, you cannot be trading 5 games to 1 in a race to anything.
No, you can't be trading games. You have to find a way to capitalize on any opportunities provided by Shane. And he's shown us that he's not going to provide very many.
Not very many.
So look at this break. You know what that provides you is a place to sit down. But he doesn't really, he's got a bank shot.
Yeah, and
Or a safety.
If anything, he hit that ball a little too hard. It's tough to be critical of that. That was what a great break. Well, the 5-7 looks like a nice combination if you can hit something to it. What does he do? He's looked at this 5-7 a couple times. Maybe you bank right to it, or you rub off the 1 and kick right at it. Or just play safe. Cue ball behind the 10 ball.
Well, he's in run out mode, and he's in total control. So this is a bank shot that comes up quite a bit, and for him, and it's a simple, stop the cue ball for position. So why not? Sometimes those are the ones that get away, like that one.
And safe-ish. Can he actually kick down here and hit that 5 and not and actually make this? Look how
He
far
called
that
the
was
7.
Yeah,
He called
yeah.
it.
I think he's going to uncall it. I predict uncall. Well, he's down there, so. Well, he's coming off the right side of the one then.
He's going to play the 7 with the cue ball.
Yeah. Yeah, it's. I didn't think that he'd want to go with the 1 ball in there, which he didn't.
Well,
He had to get really thin on the cue ball.
he was all in for that shot.
I think so.
He was all in.
This is going to be 6-1 in a second, or 2.
Won't take long. But although he took about 4 strokes at that shot.
Let's see where he wants to play this. The 5 ball, whether or not he can't play the 5 ball by itself, can you? Maybe with
it doesn't
ball in
appear
hand.
to. Doesn't appear to. I think he plays the 7. But he could come down on the left side of the table there and play the 5 in the upper corner. I think. Looks like it.
Yeah, I guess if he gets straight in the 5,
Yeah.
he can play it and just play a straight in combination.
Well, he'll be playing the 7 ball. He's going to follow this ball.
That 5 ball lays a lot easier than I thought. He may stop this ball here. Pretty much a stop shot and rub off the right side and leave the 5 ball hanging. Yeah, this didn't sit bad at all.
No.
I thought the 5 ball was going to move away.
Yeah, it's gonna stay right there. Yep, it's gonna stay right there. And
Nary a problem.
now he's gonna have to go around the table. I guess maybe he might be able to draw this, but I think he goes around the table.
You know, this is one of those where you want to draw it and the
Yeah.
5 will just pocket will spit it right back into you. So I think he has got to go around. Or to the inside, no problem. When you shoot like you can never miss and get get your cue ball down, like and be the #1 player in the world, this game becomes easy.
This game is easy. If you can control the cue ball like he does, pocket balls like he does,
bank
this
and
game
kick
is
like
easy.
he does.
You know, how do you? One of the
Uh-oh,
toughest
he's-
things.
He's long. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
just kind of
he's-
creating
he's
problems
good. Yep.
here.
One of the things about Shane practicing is, for instance, myself, I'll give you an example, and it probably applies to a lot of players. You get up and practice, and you're feeling good, and you get up and you run rack or two, and the balls are pocketed real easy. You feel you're in stroke, and it bores you, so you walk away.
Then you walk away, right?
This guy doesn't. This guy keeps breaking balls. He keeps running racks.
He's the first one here
That's right.
practicing.
He does it.
He's like Larry Bird.
Mm-hmm.
And if he gets through this match, he's going to go right to breaking 8 ball to practice for the 8 ball. I mean, it's
Yeah,
coming right up anyway, but
exactly.
he's not going to stop.
Yeah. They just keep pocketing balls, and 3 hours, 4 hours. It doesn't matter. They just keep pocketing balls. Whereas mere mortals will make a few and say, "Oh, I'm feeling good. I'm in stroke. I
I'm in
just walk
stroke."
away. I got to go do something else." And then you start playing in competition, and you sit there and say, "I can't make a ball."
6-1, and Alex now moves over just a little bit closer to
Onto
the center,
the
just a hair to
center.
the left now, changing his mind, changing his break pattern.
He's not unhappy with the results of his break, so he's going to chew.
Flat again.
He would have been real unhappy if that fell in the pocket.
Well, guess what? I think he got a little bit lucky in that the cue ball and 1 ball married up. They stayed a little bit separate.
I think he cuts this ball in.
I think so too. Can he hold the 1?
I think he goes over, back, and he comes,
come over,
back and forth. Yeah.
Jack up.
Mm.
Yeah, there he goes.
No, then if he's
Jacking
jacking up, he's not going over and back. He's coming into the 5.
I think he's jacking up just so he doesn't foul.
There would be no foul, I don't think. He wants a little bit of right English on the ball. And the cue ball is going to be aimed at the whatever ball that was on the right side.
See that? He jacked
Nope.
up to go to the right side and come back
Yeah.
to hold his ball. Look for the smooth stroke here.
Mm-hmm. You could go forward and play the 3 in the side pocket on the lower part of your screen, or you could come back and put it up for the corner. Went forward.
Goes to the side.
This cue ball probably end up in the middle of the table here.
Well, he's playing some music here. I mean, just watching him is mesmerizing. 10 ball is this aggressive type of game, and he plays it so smoothly.
Sure.
It doesn't look like that aggressive
Sure.
type of game. Let's say like Mitch's game. He's got that power game, get your energy up. Shane's just so silky smooth.
10 ball it's a rotate. Of course, the obvious again. It's a rotation game, but a lot of people say that one ball makes a big difference in comparison to 9 ball. Sometimes, but the break, they spread better if you're breaking the balls good, and they lay. It's a better pattern. There's better patterns out there than 9 ball.
I think so.
It seems to run. It seems to be more of a run out game. It's easier, I guess. The runouts flow better.
I think it's I think on that point the paths of the cue ball look nicer. You're sort of forced to drive the cue ball around, drive the car around.
Sure.
As opposed to just, I'm not going to say that's so easy, but in 9 ball, you're generally just trying to get it into the open and pound balls in. This, you kind of have to work the balls around, and when you do, the runouts look better.
Sure. The save ball's in a tough position. Will he take the billiard or will he take the combo?
It looks like the carom is the way to go, but I think he's got to get up there, or at least stay on the bottom side of it.
He's coming up. He's going to come close. Oh, that's a tough carom.
If this 8 ball better go, it must go because he doesn't seem to mind at all.
Oh, well.
Doesn't mind at all.
If you've got that, if you can see that, why play a carom?
That's right. Well, we can say, George, that if the ball didn't go, he would have played for the carom.
or the combo.
Or the combo, depending on how it's
depends,
set. Deciding to go through rails
He
around.
would have played different positions.
Perfect.
He's going to like this. 7-1.
7-1. You've barely seen Alex up to the table.
Is Alex playing?
I think so, but
Good look at our sponsors. In addition, there's Diamond Products.
and
Simonis cloth. Griff's is full right now. They've got a great crowd. This has been one of my complaints for a long time about a lot of pro tournaments or tournaments, period. There's no gallery. There's no fan base. We've got one here, folks.
Yeah, in fact, it's the little arena here has been is being sort of circled around or surrounded.
It is completely surrounded. It's standing room only. And they're watching 2 of the top players in the world.
My goodness.
And a break to a deafening break.
Oh, guess the news.
News.
Didn't make a ball and he's dead straight on the 1 ball. Here comes Alex needing to come back. He's got a long row to hoe.
Well, Shane is the #1 highest rated Fargo rate player in the world. Alex is the 14th as of July 16th. 802 versus 818. I believe earlier I said 819 and 804. That was taken off of a sheet that they used for the Calcutta. And they printed all the players' Fargo rates that were in this tournament, 45 of them.
Short.
Down to the last 2. 2 of the greatest players in the world. These guys have met on many occasions.
There's some classic matchups.
Yeah. A couple of long
legendary
races.
matchups.
Yep.
Race to 100. There was a stretch there. They played each other like 8 times in a year on back rooms. Just looked like every match was just a thriller.
Well, they're both competitors. I mean, they
These are future Hall of Famers.
Yes.
Alex has won a WPA 9-ball World Championship.
Only thing keeping them out of the Hall of Fame is their age.
That's right. That's exactly right. 40 years old is the minimum. You have to have at least 15 years, I think, in and have significant U.S. titles. As the BCA Hall of Fame is an American Hall of Fame. Even if Alex is Canadian, he's had enough American finishes to qualify.
And that information you just got from Freddie Agnew, cornerman on the Hall of Fame committee.
Alex just hasn't been playing enough in this game because he just missed a very simple shot. Really got bad position anyway.
Well, when you miss the ball,
Yeah.
you have no position.
I think we have a few people here actually vote for the Hall of Fame in this room. Mark Griffin, JP, Parmentier. I'm looking around.
The vote for?
They are on the Hall of Fame committee. Mike Massey is here as a Hall of
Massey is
Famer.
here.
He also votes. All of the Hall of Famers get a vote.
Good info.
When that ball went, it kind of double kissed it. I don't think he is. This the he can see this for him.
Yes,
Well, from this angle, it looks like he can't see it.
He's absolutely perfect. He not only can see it, he can follow the ball to the rail and come off the rail for a shot.
Look how wide open this one is from this position. The other position looked a lot tighter. Okay, we're inventing some drama here. He has to slide the ball over.
He's got a choice. He can draw into the 9 and then shoot the the 6
balls
next,
at table.
yeah.
Or draw into the 7
7
ball
yeah.
as a stopper. Like the 9. He's
Going
going to go around. Just let the stroke out and do it.
Yep. He's going to follow.
Follow 3? Oh, he's going draw.
No, you fall through the 3. 8 ball would come into play. He's going to play the cue ball right over for the 8. I mean, how?
It's just
What do you say about
That's
this?
right. Make the 7, make
obvious.
the 8,
Yeah.
make the 9. Sometimes you don't need any commentary. In fact,
No.
a lot of times you don't. Especially with this guy.
Yeah, this guy speaks for himself. Doesn't need us saying a word.
I mean, he's just running through Alex at this point.
You can shoot this soft and shoot the 10 ball for the upper corner pocket, or go 2 rails for the 10 ball in the lower corner pocket.
I would think that he's going around.
Yeah. Absolutely perfect.
Lovely, lovely. Eight to 1. It's a good thing for Alex that this is a race to 11, or else Shane would already be on the hill.
You know,
We're magnets in here. That's all there is to it, George.
we are not an information center. They want to take us away from you guys. For those of you out there watching and you're in a pool room sometime and someone's doing commentary, trying to bring you guys the information, whatever information we can get to you, keep in mind that we're focused on giving you information and trying to pay attention to the match.
Don't go asking for a order
directions.
for a hamburger.
Where's the bathroom? How do I get a sandwich?
Oh, boy.
What time does this start? What time does that start? We have headphones on and we really can't hear you.
Well, I mean, Alex's speed and break is not there. 2 balls almost made into the side pocket. Neither of them did. And with this 10 ball, if you don't get those 2 balls, then you're hoping for the corner ball to go flying around. That didn't happen either. Good news is the 2 balls all the way down here. Do you think he's going to let loose here?
Well, let's take a look at the shot. If he draws it straight back, he's got this is a tough shot. To shoot it down the rail with a lot of draw, a lot of pace. He's winding up.
Oh.
He's feeling it. That's the only time you shoot the shot, when you're really feeling it. This is going to be a smooth draw.
Safety. No, he did it. Too hard.
No.
Too hard.
Yeah.
Yep.
He does deserve a round of applause out there,
does.
folks. That was a good shot.
Was a good shot.
A little too much draw, but too much spinach.
Too much spinach. There you go. There's I think you play this 2-ball, crash into the 10. Or I should say, use the 10 as a...
Well, you have to hit it full. And I mean dead center, because you hit either side, you're not going to hold shape. He's spinning away from it to help him pocket the 10 ball.
2-ball. Right. There it is.
There you
Full
go.
in the face.
Crashing into the 10, just like you said, but he hit it perfect.
Perfect. I mean...
Keep in mind, he hits either side of the ball and he doesn't get shape.
Correct. He'd be behind the 5-ball or something like that. But
yeah, he hit it dead center. Good call, Freddie. I'm not going to play you after this. We're not going to play pool.
The only problem is I'd have to actually hit balls. Is he going to draw this ball? Spin it. Spin it to win it. Yep. It was definitely the spin stroke.
He is in gear.
Total gear.
He wants that three-peat. He says, I want to be the U.S. Open 10-ball champion 3 years in a row. It goes right along with my 5-time 9-ball championships. So it's 5 times for 9-ball, 3 times for 10-ball.
I mean, you are watching some perfect pool.
He is playing exceptionally well.
Even the people who are here who can see how difficult this table is are going to get confused at just how difficult it is, because he's making this table look easy.
He's making this table look like a 7-footer.
Yeah. You mean it's not?
It is for him. And the pockets are 4 1/4. Average tables are 4 1/2. I should say average diamond tables.
Average diamond tables, you know, growing up on the gold crowns, they were like 6 inches.
Well,
that's what I needed. That was an interesting pattern there.
Well, what's interesting is he laid the ball on the rail, and he does not want to do that. Because I don't care how well you're playing, how well you're shooting. These are testers. As he's taking more time here on this 10-ball than he's taken on any
other shot
so far. These will test your mettle.
It's in the center. It's in the bottom of the hole. Alex is barely moving. I mean, 9-1 in a race to 11.
If I remember correctly, Shane had Alex down quite a ways. 3 or 4 games, at least 4 games in that U.S. Open 8-ball championship last year. And Alex came back to win it.
But that was 8-ball. And
that was 8-ball. And on the hill break, Shane scratched. And he got kicked, and it was a brutal scratch, too. He actually broke the balls good, and the cue ball was hit into the side pocket. And Alex took advantage.
Well, here we go. He's on 9. He needs 2 more. He hit the balls a little too hard last time, I think, in my opinion. You see how that ball goes high, but he made a ball, and he's got a shot in the 1, I think, unless he sneaks behind. No, the 1 ball snuck behind.
For those of you out there that like to watch, live stream matches, it's on YouTube, on the CSI YouTube channel. That 8-ball match.
From last year.
Referring to from last year, correct?
Wow, he's going to either have to push, or can he hit this and just play safe? I mean, he's been on just an aggressive offensive roll here.
You hate to try to call this shot. If he wants to play safe, he can 4-rail it down to the left-hand side of the table behind those 4 balls in the middle.
It almost looks like he could make this ball with a little bit of swerve if necessary. Looking at
He's
it, looks a
winding up.
little bit jacked up, so if he needs to swerve a little bit, that is what he's doing, isn't it?
He's winding up for something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can make the ball.
And
look at
he's
this.
got something.
He got a favorable roll. It looks like this 2-ball will go in the corner.
It was close. It looked like he had just a hair of swerve that had to happen. But then again, maybe he was just using the English and just for the position, and maybe he had a whole ball to hit. Staying to the left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see that?
Well,
he
Alex
just proved
has
how
it.
human he is.
That's right.
He is human.
One game at a time. Alex can't get them all back here.
When he first struck the ball, I thought it was in. It just had that. It just kind of like felt like it was in. Then we watched it. Watched him hit it outside the pocket. So,
you know, Alex is so far behind that he'd have to hit 2 grand slams in a row just to catch up, just to tie.
well, if somebody can do it.
That's right.
But Shane will have at least 5 breaks.
Something, yeah.
And out of those 5, he should break in one rack the way he breaks. So I don't want to be a naysayer, but it is tough from here to come back from a 9-1 deficit to a race to 11. Your opponent needs 2, you need 10.
Don't let this one get away from you. Good shot. Get out. And go on to the next.
In the last match, we did the math for Mitch and for a comeback from Mitch, and it was 0.5%. Remember?
Sure. What's the math on this one? Because Alex does have a higher
Fargo.
It'd be interesting to find out whether or not he's better than 0.5%. Going to 11, down 9-1. Well, fortunately, he's going to get another bead here. Oh, he just got that ball into the right side of that. He used all the pocket. But perfect. Looks like he's going to get it to 2-9. And breaking.
You just keep talking. I'm having
Comeback,
to
the comeback is on.
I'm having to enter my information for
9-2. Remember when I said you can't be trading 5 games to 1? He's just about done that. He went 5-1, then 4-1. There are some universal truths out there, but you cannot win going 5-1. Well, after that win, it's 9-2. Looking at the Fargo rates, George, what do you got?
Well, Alex's chances to win 9 games. Actually, it's 9-1. Shane, if he wins 2 games, he wins. So
That's
it's,
true.
It's
That's
9
right.
to 1.
9 to 1.
That'll change it considerably. His chances, if it was 9-2, it would be 0.7%.
0.7. So there's a better chance. Just a second ago,
Let's
he was
just
down at
change
9 to
this.
1.
We're about to give you his chances, according to Fargo, are 0.1%.
Fantastic. Let's go, Lion. We need some
This could be
excitement
the
here.
greatest comeback of all time.
With Shane breaking so well and shooting so well, we're gonna go out on the limb as you'd already done.
And call the match now.
No, we're gonna just see what happens here. Well,
Let's see a comeback from Alex so we can watch some pool.
well,
We want to watch pool.
You know, another dry break, and that's not gonna get it done.
There's no second race, for the double dip. So this has got to be done here. And we want to keep watching Alex and Shane battle it out. Shane has to start making some mistakes, and Alex
there
has
comes
to
one right here.
capitalize.
We got one. Well,
Look at his sponsors there on his chest.
the USAPL.
USAPL and the Q-Tech.
He's got the new Q-Tech shaft that he's been prototyping.
The carbon fiber.
He's doing pretty well with it.
Look at this.
And a safe. Nicely done. Kick to a safe.
Yeah. Kicks, clips, and saves. Clip, kicks, clips, and covers. How's that? Yeah, try to kick this straight up the table between the 7 and the 10, and the cue ball slides over to the left for a safe, for a cover.
And the 7
And
ball looms so
unsuccessfully.
large. Shane's gonna, is he gonna pop this in the side pocket? Or does he cozy up to the 10 ball? Oh, he's much,
Shane's in stroke. Why wouldn't he pop it in the side pocket and play shape on the 3? If he gets shape on the 3, it's pretty much over. The 4, the 5, lay real nice.
I think that's exactly what he's thinking. He can win the game if he pops
Yeah.
this ball in. Nicely done. On his way to try to get on the hill again.
Second time today. He likes being on hills.
The 6 to the 7 looks to be the challenge, but nothing seems to be challenging this guy.
No, Shane's shoes look very comfortable.
Don't get too straight. Yeah, just eyeing up to see if a carom is better than playing the 7 ball in the corner pocket.
Yeah, perfect. He's come off quite a ways there, giving himself a little more angle than he actually needs, but he'll just work with it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he cuts the balls down the rail so well that he just come up above the side pocket and then play the 7 in the opposite corner.
This looks
Like
perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he wants that straight, because if he doesn't, then he's got to do something with the 9. You'd hate to bump the 9 into a bad spot here.
He's got to do a little something here.
Feeling it.
He might go forward. But he's just going to draw into the 9 and kind of probably, push it towards the side and not let it come back. He went around and didn't touch it.
Oh, I
Didn't
would
touch
love
it.
to see that
Wow.
shot again.
That was
pretty,
nicely
pretty
done.
nice. That was pretty subtle.
He came forward a hair, but it came
With
straight off
right-hand
the rail.
English.
Yeah, that was a
Just
great
popped it
shot.
off. I mean,
And
you could
back
so
he comes
easily-
here.
So easily get trapped on that 9 ball, but he didn't. Looks good.
Yeah, he's going to. Mm-hmm.
Look out. No, he's fine. He's fine. I guess he's very much lower on that 9 ball than I originally looked.
He's got these 2 balls left to get on the hill. alternate break format, pretty much, like Fargo says, Alex has a 0.1% chance to come back. 0.1% chance. 1/10 of 1%. And breaking. He's got a 99.9% chance of winning this match from here. And breaking. Now, Fargo does not take into account who's breaking, because that would be like a 0.001%. You're a math guy.
Yeah, you know, I would have thought that too, but it seems like in the long run it doesn't pan out. I still can't believe it, but then again, you know, Mike Page, he's told us about this Fargo rate. Says that it doesn't seem to matter. It does seem hard to believe.
When these guys, when we knew these two were coming up for this final match, never expected
Something like this.
a runaway match like this.
Well, he's made a ball in the break. The one ball is just about hanging. If the two ball can actually pass where he's looking, then this becomes very simple. He's looking.
And it's matches like this, folks, that prove and show his skills, and he displays that he's the best player in the world.
I think so.
According to Fargo. And according to many people.
Just according to people.
I don't see people lining up to play him.
No. Like to see it though. You know, someone like Clint Ikachi might be the guy that challenges.
Well, I think Clinty at age 19, I still have to take my hat off to Shane and say the experience,
Absolutely.
You know, everything about it, maturity, everything. Clinty has talent.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of talent. Can he win a race to 60, 100 against Shane?
Probably.
He's demonstrated it. He just put an APAC on Alex.
Last week.
He's demonstrated, but he's also demonstrated weaknesses. And not weaknesses, but he's demonstrated inconsistencies, which would go along with his age.
Well, he's taking care of the only problem ball on the table.
Yeah, this is looking like a runaway train. It's runaway. It's left the station.
Right.
Alex has virtually no chance to catch it.
Well, he's 3 balls away.
Mm-hmm. He's 3 balls away from his 3rd U.S. Open 10-ball championship.
Two balls to it now, and if he gets dead.
Alex concedes
at 2 balls, and here's your champion. Gonna take it down. Bring it down to John Lehman. Just like that.
Shane Van Boening. Shane Van Boening, your 2018 U.S. Open 10-ball champion, 3 times in a row.
We have a great round of applause for our runner-up, Mr. Alex Pagulayan. Alex, good fight, son.
Yeah, small again.
And ladies and gentlemen, your 2018 U.S. Open 10-ball champion,
Yeah.
Mr. Shane Van Boening. Shane, congratulations.
Finally, you win a tournament.
And always winning?
Gonna change this name of the tournament.
Congratulations again, Shane. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes U.S. Open 10 ball. We hope you enjoyed the event tremendously. Acme Cases and the Rio Hotel and Casino wish to thank you for being here. CueSports International, who presented the event, would really like to thank you for being here.